Good afternoon, everybody. It's 4:30, so I think it is time to start. And welcome to the School of Chemistry and Physics award ceremony for the top students in the school for 2020. We're very glad you can join us. My name is Sally Frost. I'm the Public Relations Manager for the college and your host in the background today. My co-host is UKZN. If I disappear into the ether, she'll take over, but I'm sure it will be fine and power will be with us. We're very sorry not to be able to see you in the flesh and have a nice proper bash to celebrate your success and your hard work. But we're still living in the time of COVID, unfortunately, so we'll do the best we can online. Just a few Zoom rules. I'm sure you're all sick and tired of Zoom rules by now, but in case you don't know, please mute yourselves while the ceremony is on the go, unless you specifically asked to unmute yourself. If you want to save bandwidth, then turn off your camera. But otherwise, it should be fine. At the bottom of your screen in the middle is the chat facility. Please post comments, congratulate each other, say what a wonderful job you've done, because you have. Top right of your screen, you can toggle between speaker view and gallery view. I would recommend speaker view because then you can see the speaker nice and clearly. I think that is it from my side. So let's get going with this afternoon's celebrations. And I'm going to hand over to the Dean and Head of School, Professor Ross Robinson, to say a few words. Ross, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Frost. All right, colleagues, good afternoon and welcome. It gives me great pleasure this afternoon to invite all of you to our 2021 awards ceremony for our top students in the School of Chemistry and Physics. Before I begin, I would really like to just stop and thank our sponsors. And I know we normally do this at the end, but I thought tonight I'd really like to start by thanking our generous sponsors. And the reason for that is many of the sponsors that are part of today's ceremony have been sponsors for many, many years. And they've got the best interests of not only the School of Chemistry and Physics at heart, but also of our students. And you know, I feel very humbled by their generosity and their constant giving to the school. So I'd like to thank them at the onset for all the kind support over the years. I also want to start and thank the staff of the School of Chemistry and Physics. And like Dr. Frost started, she said, you know, we all zoomed out. The last 18 months have been very, very different for all of us, including our students. And I really want to thank the staff from the college office and from the school for all the hard work that they've done in making things move during these very, very difficult times that we've had to endure. So I'd like to thank them for that. But we're not here to look at these things. What we're really here is to focus on the fantastic achievements of our students, and we're celebrating this afternoon. We can see as we go through today the excitement and hopefully the energy of our students. But today's a really lovely occasion for us as a school to sit back and to celebrate with you of the impact that you've had within your studies over the last year and the last year. So I'm getting myself tongue-tied, as you can see. Sorry about that. Colleagues, as we know, in the world that we live in, the world is changing very, very rapidly. And the role of the youth in South Africa plays an important part, particularly our science students. We've seen currently with COVID-19 the good that science can do. We've seen how rapidly it's changed many societies around the world. And as the future leaders in the country, we're looking to the youth to see what impact that they will have. And that's why I think today is a very special day for me, because I think we look at the young talent that's within our school with great sense of pride in terms of the future that lies ahead for them. In as much as I've said that there's a lot of good science out there, there's also a lot of bad science. We've seen in the media the numbers of people with that watch 1 or 2 YouTube documentaries that have been put together by some unknown person, and then they become experts on particular issues. And as scientists, I think it's important that you also stand up as ambassadors for good science. Use an unbiased mind, but one where you look at the truth and portray that instead of just letting people put forward bad science. I think that's a very important thing that we need to look at in the future. Colleagues, I'm not sure if you know, but in countries like China, over 80% of the key officials in government are either scientists, natural scientists, or engineers. It's quite a startling number that 80% of the officials in China are either engineers or scientists. If you look at Japan and Korea, they're not far behind. They're sitting in the 70% mark. So I think if you look at countries that are doing really, really well, you can see the impact and the role that scientists are having. And I'm excited to look to the future of our country when we see the fantastic marks that you have all achieved over the last year. And I think that you can play a significant role in moving forward. So at this point, I'd like to step aside. I would like to congratulate each and every one of you on behalf of the school on your fantastic achievements that you've gained this year. And I wish you all the very best in your futures that lie ahead. Thank you very much. I'll hand back to Dr. Frost at this point. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Ross. If I was one of those young scientists, I would be feeling the weight of the future on my shoulders.
Absolutely.
With all those words. Right, let's move right along to the exciting part of the program. And we're going to go into the awards. I'll call on Brenda Mudley, who is the academic leader for teaching and learning within the school. She will present the awards. So Brenda, if you can show yourself in the meantime, I'm going to share my screen again. There it is. Let's see if it's working. So for the School of Chemistry and Physics, Brenda will read out the awards, and then once she reads your name, if you are the winning student, if you are feeling brave, please show yourself and we'll give you the opportunity to say a few words yourself. If your sponsor of the award is here, they will have an opportunity to say a few words as well. Brenda knows who those people are. And we will take it from there. So Brenda, if you can unmute yourself and show yourself, and it's over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Frost. And thank you everyone for joining us today. The School of Chemistry and Physics is really proud to celebrate with all our awardees this evening. Starting with the Durban Center Awards, the Quantum Research Group Award for the best first-year student in physics, continuing with physics, goes to Kuleka Samkelesiwe Madladla. Congratulations, Kuleka. Would you like to show yourself and maybe say a few words?
Kuleka's here, but I think she's got stage fright. So let's move on, Brenda.
Okay. Our next award is the SANSA Award, and that is for the best second-year student in physics, and that goes to Joshiro Deda. And I'd like to call on Zama Katamzi Joseph to say a few words to the student.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much for having me. Firstly, I'd like to congratulate all the students who have won prizes this evening, and especially to Joshiro Deda. The South African National Space Agency is a proud partner to the university and the department especially, and we are very much honored that we could sponsor some student prizes for this year. As some of you might know, SANSA and the department have a long and fruitful partnership, in particular with the project of SuperDAN, radar, which is located in the South African Antarctica Station. And also we are partnering with the university as guest lecturers and student supervisors of NASP students. We hope to continue our collaboration with UKZN, especially in supporting students, as the university collaboration is very important to SANSA. Again, I'd like to congratulate all the students and Joshiro Deda for winning this award. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zama. Joshiro, would you like to put on your video and unmute yourself and say a few words?
Hi, everyone. I don't have a camera available, but I can at least talk. Firstly, I am genuinely flattered or excited about this award. I wasn't expecting it. And SANSA is really an institute that I'm interested in. I would probably like to see myself working with the space agency, be it here or elsewhere in the world someday. And physics is a passion, and I believe that anyone can do well if they're interested in what they're studying. So it wasn't too much of a difficulty. It was more if the fact that I was interested in the content that I was able to achieve well in it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Joshiro. Well done to you. The NEATHIP Award for the best third-year student in physics goes to Yukta Harilal. And at this time, I'd like to ask Yukta to put her video on and maybe say a few words to us.
Hi, everyone. I'm not sure if you can see me or hear me yet.
Yes, we can.
Okay. I'm very honored to receive this award, and it came after a lot of hard work and dedication. And I believe that in physics, if you have those two things, you can achieve pretty much anything, but you also need a good support system. And for that, UKZN is definitely a great place, from the lecturers to the admin staff to the people who guide you throughout your years, especially in undergrad, are very, very good with that. So thank you to the UKZN support system. Thank you to my parents who are on this call, because without them and the rest of my family, I wouldn't have been able to do this. Thank you.
Thanks, Yukta. Well done. Congratulations. Our next award, which is the School of Chemistry and Physics Award for the best third-year student in applied physics, goes to Ketukutula Simamani. And I'd like to call on Professor Thomas Conrad to say a few words to the student.
Yes, hello. This is Professor Conrad, and I would like to congratulate Ketukutula Simamane for his performance in applied physics. While he has still some space left to improve in theory, he is flourishing in experimental physics. And one could see that by an internship in his second year, where he built from scratch a complicated interferometer within 2 weeks. So Ketukutula, please continue and improve a little bit in theory. We also need you to do some good theory, and all the best. And it's nice that we can honor you in this way.
Thank you, Professor Conrad. Ketukutula, would you like to say a few words and show yourself?
Brenda, he's here, but I think he might have connection issues. So I think let's move on.
The next award, which is also the School of Chemistry and Physics Award for the best student in Chemistry 1, continuing with chemistry, that goes to Celine Bianca Singh. Celine, would you like to say a few words to us and show us yourself?
I'm not seeing her on the list, Brenda.
Okay, we'll move on. The DLD Scientific Award for the Best Student in Chemistry 2 goes to Miriam Ismail Haji. Congratulations, Miriam. Would you like to say a few words to us?
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Okay, firstly, I'm so honored to be receiving this award. I didn't expect it, and I'd like to thank all of the lecturers who taught me last year, and as well as my parents. Thank you.
Thank you, Miriam. The Kerry Award for the Best Promising Student in Chemistry 2 goes to Narissa Rajkumar. Narissa, would you like to show yourself and say a few words?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I would just like to say I'm so grateful for this award, and a big thank you to everyone that supported me, my parents who's joined as well, and my friends who's here as well, and to all the lecturers at UKZN. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Narissa. Congratulations. Our next award, which is the Mzamo Shozi Floating Trophy for the Best Student in Applied Chemistry 2, goes to Miriam Ismail Haji. Congratulations, Miriam. Would you like to say a few words here as well?
I think Miriam thinks she's spoken already, Brenda.
Okay, we can move on. The Portec Award for the Best Student in Chemistry 3, that goes to Kalisha Supio. Kalisha, if you are here, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much for this award, and a special thanks to my lecturers and academics.
Thank you, Kalisha. Short and sweet. Well done to you. The KZN Resins Award for the Best Student in Applied Chemistry 3 also goes to Kalisha Supio. And I'd like to ask Kalisha if she still wants to say a few words for this award.
I'm very honored to receive this award, and I'd also like to thank my parents and all of my grandparents.
Congratulations, Kalisha. The Hervey Govindan Floating Trophy for the Best Student Honors Project in Chemistry goes to Ilyas Vauda. Ilyas, would you like to put your video on and say a few words?
Hi, yeah, I don't actually have a video, but I should be able to do fine with audio. I'm really honored to receive this award, and I'd like to send thanks to all the academic staff for the honors group, and especially my supervisor, Dr. Machawe Tukulula, last year, who was really helpful, and I wouldn't have been able to achieve it without him. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Ilyas. And the Shimatsu Award for the Best Student in Chemistry Honors also goes to Ilyas Vauda. Ilyas, would you like to say a few words here as well?
Yeah, thank you. Again, I'm really honored to receive it, and I'm very grateful to the academic staff, and thank you very much.
Well done, Ilyas. The Perkin-Elmer Award for the Best Overall Student in Chemistry goes to Kalisha Supio, and I would like to call on Professor Vincent Naimori to say a few words to the student.
Thanks, Brenda. Congratulations, Kalisha. I'm sure it's a very exciting moment for you, and I'm sure you're also thrilled with a lot of wonderful achievements. As the best overall student in chemistry, and also as the best third-year level award, KZN recent award, truly all these awards shows a sign or a signature of excellence. Your family, your relatives, friends, I'm sure are very proud of you. Not only due to your consistent hard work, but just being smart, being a disciplined person has paid off also. Just to put you in perspective, chemistry in Westfield alone sits with first-year entry between 600 to 1,000 students. Obviously, naturally, these numbers decline as the levels progress, and hence to be at the top, the best overall chemistry student undergraduate program is a great achievement. We are sincerely grateful to Partner Elma, the sponsor, for this award, and in particular, Tice, unfortunately, is not with us today, but he always facilitates this award. We are thankful for their support and their continuing support in this regard. Once again, on the behalf of School of Chemistry and Physics, a big congratulations on your exceptional performance. Thanks, Professor Mudley and Dr. Frost for organizing this event. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Naimori. Kalisha, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you so much, Prof. Naimori, for your words. And I'd also just like to thank everybody else, whoever has supported me through this degree.
Well done again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kalisha. We'll move on to the Peter Marisburg Center now. And the first award there is the Samangile Irene Ngubani Floating Trophy for the top first-year student continuing in chemistry. And that goes to Nokwazi Londeka Nzama. Congratulations, Nokwazi. Would you like to unmute yourself and say a few words?
Nokwazi is here, but I think she might have connection problems, Brenda.
All right. Our next award is the Kerry Award, which goes to the top second-year student in chemistry. And that is Zinshle Chilula. Zinshle, if you're around, would you like to unmute yourself and say something?
I'd like to thank the Kerry sponsors for sponsoring this award. And also I'd like to thank my family and friends and my second-year chemistry lecturers for their dedication in making sure that we understand the content. Thank you.
Well done, Zinshle. The Perkin-Elmer Award for the top third-year student continuing in chemistry goes to Kashev Dayanan. I'd like to call on Professor Stephen Ojwaj to say a few words at this time.
Thank you, Brenda, and thank you, Dr. Sally, for organizing this wonderful event. It's important, and we have to, as part of our job to educate and train our students, we have to appreciate them and recognize the work that they have done, the effort they have put, especially despite the COVID year that we have had last year. Some of the students like Kashav has defied all odds to still be top achievers. So most people have crumbled along the way, but we have to congratulate our top achievers today in general for showing resilience, dedication, and commitment to still perform at their best, irrespective of the difficult situation that we have achieved, that we have experienced. So these are very tricky awards today. It takes top third-year student continuing in chemistry. We'll definitely have to appreciate and congratulate Kashav Dainat for the work that he has done and for being the best student in applied chemistry, which is one of the cornerstones of the discipline of chemistry. We all know that without the applied chemistry, then our discipline will be severely denied of the students. So because we normally at third year, we compete with biochemistry, now there is microbiology, but with the chemical technology, we ensure that we have students who can continue with the chemistry, especially at the honors level and at the master's level and eventually PhD. We were hoping that Ms. Kashav will continue with us up to the PhD level, but unfortunately, I'm sure he has got very good reasons. Kashav withdrew from the honors program, but we hope that he will come back to join us in the near future. But despite that, the award still stands. And for that, Kashav, thank you very much, and receive the appreciation and acknowledgement from the department and the School of Chemistry and Physics. I'm speaking on behalf of all the academics, all the staff and students in the Discipline of Chemistry, and please be aware that we appreciate and acknowledge your good work and for making our discipline shine in terms of academic performance. Congratulations and thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Ojwaj. Kashev, I'd like to invite you to say a few words if you'd like.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I'd like to give a big thank you not only to the sponsors, but to everyone in the background that's always helping these students and fighting for these students. It's a group effort. There's a lot of family members and friends that have always stood by me and supported me. So I'd like to thank them. I'd also like to give a big thank you to all of the lecturers who are always there to help in the School of Chemistry and Physics and in UKZN as a whole. So I really like to give a big thank you to everyone at all the lecturers at UKZN for their continued dedication, and a big congratulations to all the awardees. Thank you.
Thank you, Kashev. Our next award is the Amgeni Water Award, and that goes to the top third-year student in chemical technology, and that again goes to Kashev Dayanand. Kashev, I'd like to ask you if you'd want to say a few words again.
Okay. Thank you very much to the sponsors, and again to all family and friends that supported me, and to all family and friends that supported all of the recipients today. We thank you for your dedication and for the sacrifices that you make for all the students receiving awards. And yeah, just like to congratulate the awardees once again. Thank you very much.
Well done, Kashev. The Portec Chemistry Award, Honors Award, goes to the top honors student in chemistry, and that is Danica Mudley. Danica, well done to you. Would you like to unmute yourself and say a few words to us?
Good evening, everyone. I would like to extend thanks to all my family and friends who have supported me, as well as all the academics at UKZN who have contributed to my success. Thank you.
Thank you, Danica. Well done to you. The SANSA Award for the top first-year student in physics goes to Anderson Worth, and I'd like to call on Zama Katamzi Joseph to say a few words to the student.
So once again, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Anderson Worth for winning this first-year physics award. I hope that he will continue with physics and eventually be able to join SANSA. Congratulations to Mr. Worth and all the students who have won awards today.
Thank you, Zama. Dr. Frost is, just waiting for the slideshow. Anderson, would you like to say a few words?
Hi there, everybody. Firstly, I want to say thank you to my sponsor, SANSA. I'm extremely grateful for the recognition of coming top in physics. I want to express my gratitude to all my family members and my friends who supported me throughout my first year, and also to my lecturers for putting in such a great effort to helping us understand the topics. I look forward to continuing my work in the physics department. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Anderson. Congratulations. Our next award, the School of Chemistry and Physics Award for the top second-year student in physics, goes to Asabela Sabelo. And I'd like to call on Prof. Ukpong to say a few words.
Hello, thank you very much, Professor Lee. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Hello, we can't hear you, Prof. Ukpong.
All right, thank you very much. Mudley, first of all, congratulations on your award, Mr. Sabelo. You construe this, as you probably have noticed, we in the physics department are encouraging our students to be at the vanguard of campaigning in their local communities to get people to be interested in physics. So I see you as a champion for physics. So go into your local communities and prove to your people that they can enjoy physics and can succeed while doing that. So once more, congratulations on your award. Thank you, Professor Moodley.
Thank you, Prof. Ukpong. Asabela, would you like to unmute yourself and say a few words?
I'd like to say thank you to all my lecturers. 2020 was not a very friendly year, but thank you so much for the support that you've given me. I wasn't actually expecting to be awarded this award, but thank you so much. I'd like to also thank everyone who supported me during the 2020 academic year. Thank you so much.
Well done, Asabela. The School of Chemistry and Physics Award for the top third-year student in physics goes to Atish Anesh Bhagwandin. And I'd like to call on Prof. Ukpong again to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Professor Moodley. First of all, congratulations, Mr. Atish Bhagwandin. It's not easy to come up tops in a third-year program. I really have to say, well done. And I hope that you see this as a unique opportunity to come and join us in the honors program. That will really set the pace for your career development in physics as a research student. So once more, congratulations, and hope to see you around in the honors program. Thank you. Over to you, Prof. Moodley, please.
Thank you, Prof. Ukpong. Atish, if you're around, you're welcome to unmute yourself and say a few words to us.
Yes. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't really expect to get this award because physics was like my lowest mark of all the modules, but like that just shows how difficult physics is. So I'd like to thank the whole physics department for making an otherwise difficult subject very fun and enjoyable to learn actually. So huge props to the physics department for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Atish. Congratulations. The NETHIP Award for the top honors student in physics goes to Malusi Truman Msweli. I'd like to invite Malusi to unmute himself and say a few words to us.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me all.
Yes, we can.
Yes, firstly, I'm still shocked about this award, but I would like to thank all the physics department lecturers for their support, especially my supervisor, Dr. Lamini. And I would like to thank everyone and congratulate everyone who received awards in these meetings. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Malusi. Well done to you. And we hope you will continue with your postgrad studies. The KZN Resins Award for the top CTech third-year student from the Access program goes to Fazeka Emerald Soni. Congratulations, Fazeka. Would you like to unmute yourself and maybe put your video on and say a few words?
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
I want to thank everyone for joining us today, and thank to UKZN for recognizing me, and thanks to the sponsors, and congratulations to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Vizeta. We have one more award, which is for the Durban Center, and that is the top honors student in physics, and that goes to Shihal Sapri. I'm not sure if Shihal is here, but at this time I'd like to call on Prof. Thomas Conrad to say a few words about Shihal.
Yes, thank you, Professor Moodley. Well, it's a special pleasure to speak and congratulate Shihal, because he is an exceptionally gifted student, and he has already shown his talent during his school time when he became a member of the South African team for the International Olympics in physics, and I had the honor to teach him there as well as other colleagues. And then he first finished his matric excellently. He was one of the best students, and started to study in med school, I think for 1 or 2 years, after which he decided that his love for physics is clearly greater, and he started to study physics and come to us, and he really excelled with us. And so it's a special honor to congratulate you and Shihal, and we put your prize to the end of this of the program, because to make it possible that you can attend. Shihal is working for Toyota. He's optimizing processes there, but I heard that he wants to come back and actually do his master's. So congratulations again, and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Conrad. I know Shihal is here, so I'd like to invite Shihal to perhaps say a few words.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Prof. Conrad, for the introduction. Yeah, I would like to thank all of my academics for the inspiration, their support over the last year. It was a difficult year for all of us, students and academics alike, and especially Prof. Conrad and my supervisor, Dr. Mervyn Moodley. He was a great asset throughout my studies. And yes, you might wonder why is someone who studied physics working at a car company, but you can apply your knowledge anywhere, irrespective of what you study. And yes, I am interested in coming back, because I mean, once you get the physics bug, you it's hard to say no. So thank you, and congratulations to everybody who did get a prize today.
Thank you, Shihal. And we look forward to welcoming you back to physics. That brings us to the end of my part of the program. Congratulations to all the awardees. Your hard work has paid off. Well done to you. Dr. Frost, I hand it back to you.
Thanks very much, Brenda. And from me, congratulations to all the super bright students. It's so nice to have you here at UKZN so that we can boast about you. That is the end of the presentations. Just a bit of admin. We will be emailing you your certificates directly after this or tomorrow. We also printing out hard copies, which you can pick up from the PR office. So Intercausal will be in touch with you about those. And then your actual awards, you need to contact the school office, and they will arrange how you are going to get those to you. Then we are recording this afternoon's presentations. So I'll email the recording to you all tomorrow, and you can share it with your friends and family, anyone who couldn't make it, and share your special moment with your loved ones. Right, before we finish, I'd just like to call on our DVC and Head of College, Professor Albert Modi, to give the vote of thanks and the closing remarks. Albert, over to you.
Thank you, Sally. I'm here. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes,
thank you very much for the opportunity. Good afternoon, early evening, colleagues. It's been wonderful. Let me start off by thanking the sponsors like the Dean did. We would not be able to have a moment like this without their support. And it's not only for the awards, it's for our core business. Without them, many of them not here, we would not be where we are today. So thank you very much, colleagues. And go back and thank your companies as well and organizations. I would like to recognize the presence of the deans from other schools here. I looked around and I could see the dean of our research in the college. The dean of teaching and learning normally comes, I'm sure he's hiding somewhere. The deans from other schools, I saw some of them in and out. Thank you very much for following up on the decision that you made as the leadership of the university that you will continue to support this. It is a recognition of your efforts as leaders of the university. I saw some leaders as well, members of the committee of leadership of the college. The HR manager has been with us from the beginning until now. Our acting director for professional services, Vera, has been with us. I know, of course, she's got a conflict of interest, but it's fine. She's here now wearing a cap of the director for professional services. I see some old faces. It's a great opportunity, although I don't like COVID-19, but sometimes it just brings people much easier together. We've had almost 90 people here for one moment, and I've been told reliably that behind the scenes, you would have about 25 to 40% other people that you don't see. So these moments are great moments. It's almost like a mini graduation. So colleagues, thank you very much for making it happen, students. Of course, the lecturers have been thanked already for their efforts, and the administrators in the school, without you, would not be able to reach where we are. And it didn't happen in the final year when people got awards. It happened when we welcomed them coming from different schools in our country, in other countries, and you managed to be with them, to be their friends, not their fathers and mothers, but to be their friends. I always tell students that we don't have teachers at university, which is unfortunate. You know, I was never trained to speak well like a teacher, so they have to deal with me. When they come to class, I go off tangent and talk about other things. Yet I'm going to set a hard question. These students managed to go through that sort of thing, but at the same time, they are learning. The dean said something that is very, very important, which is that the world is changing very fast and it is changing in front of us. We need to recognize that it is changing. And the question that I've been asking myself is, what is your image? And I ask this question when I have a conversation that is a funny conversation with my friends at home. What is your image? And I was looking for an answer to that question today. And people were actually telling me what is their image. And when they were responding, I'm very impressed by the high standards that are set by people like I teach, if I said the name correctly, when he says I got a low mark, I don't know what he means by a low mark. You know, I've heard somebody complaining that he got 81% and it was a low mark for the class, but it was high for the grade. So thanks for setting high standards. Okpong is campaigning. He's doing exactly what the university wants us to do, to campaign. Go out to your communities and tell them that chemistry and physics are fun. They are not going to kill you. Come to the university and study. And coming back, as I close, Sally, to the question of an image, what is your image? I looked around and it says a representation of the external form of a person or a thing in art. And I liked it. Then they had synonyms, likeness, resemblance, depiction. But this is where I got scared and I stopped. They said a smile or metaphor They said an example is this: he uses the image of a hole to describe emotional emptiness. Is it likely that we're going to get to the point where we don't know what we carry, but it is just covered by a beautiful image that looks on the outside nice, but when you throw it into the world that requires challenges to be dealt with, to be really the image of the University of KwaZulu-Natal, the chemistry and physics department that has been well known forever. It is not going to stop with you. You showed us that you are going to take it forward. So congratulations once more. Thank you very much, colleagues. Thank you, Sally.
Thanks very much, Prof. Modi, for closing on that quite inspirational note. Okay, we've come to the end. So thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon. And as a final closing before I end the session, if you can just unmute yourselves and give a big clap and we make a happy noise, and then enjoy your evening, enjoy your supper, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Well done, everyone.
Well done, everyone.
Congratulations. Bye.
Congratulations to everyone.
Thanks everyone, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.